10, wait, 9, 8, I was waiting for that thing to count down. And it occurred to me, like, I should have some big splashy intro, you know, with graphics and animated stuff moving around. And I already got the cool music, right? We got that. I got the happy music, the upbeat music to like put you in the right mood. So I got that going for me, but there's nothing jazzier at the start, you know. So I'm hoping to get something going there. I could use some help. Like, live from quarantine in Denver, Colorado. It's Daily Yoga Live. So here's what else happened. Some of you, if you're watching this for the first time, it's like, does this guy teach yoga? Really? So I sort of have this rule, and that is always wear something pink. Every day wear something pink. Because why? Because pink is awesome, and it makes people happy, right? And I realized I got dressed and blah, blah, blah. I didn't have anything pink on, and I grabbed my daughter's hat off of the skeleton over there. That's a whole nother story. And like this dude came off. Like, look at this. Which side does it go on? I'm so confused right now. That goes right there, right? So now I've got a lot of explaining to do to my daughter, or I need to get to somebody with a sewing machine pretty quick. So anyway, we're going to do yoga today, and let's cover the basics, all right? Today for class, you're going to need a yoga block, right? You're going to need a Lego brick. Don't ask. Just go into your kid's room, get one, particularly one that's like blocky, that has like painfully sharp corners on it. It's important that it has that. Don't get one of the little round pieces, okay? You're going to need some tequila. Don't grab your top shelf stuff, but, you know, get something that's, you know, mid-range. I've got Espolon there. And you're going to need a healthy amount of gratitude. Gratitude, the attitude of gratitude, that's what wins every time. So I've got gratitude. Here's one of the last things I'm going to tell you that we're going to get going. I have gratitude for my friend who gave me this. Look at this. I need to get rid of that. All right. She gave me this. doTERRA, you know, they make essential oils. And if you never used, like my grandfather never used essential oils, and he lived to be like 80 or something, so how essential are they? So, On Guard, sanitizing mist. Can you all see that? And then I've been taking this vitamin D3. You just do that. But, you know, I'm smart, so I put both of these in my pocket. Yeah, you know where this is going. So I grab On Guard sanitizing mist, and I enthusiastically spray it into my mouth about 3 times before I realized that doesn't taste like grapefruit. So that happened. Anyway, if you don't have a yoga block, like, you're probably going to be in your house for a while. So let's get on online and order one of those bad boys. You're going to need I told you about the Lego, right? And I told you about the tequila. So let's get to the tequila first. Because this is all I got, guys. I got On Guard sanitizing mist, 0.9 fluid ounces, right? It's not a lot, but at least I can get it on an airplane. And this, you just got to sanitize your hands, you know, because you might be one of the people that didn't get any sanitizing mist or hand sanitizer, because this is so un-yoga, but that's such a dick move to go around your town and buy all the hand sanitizer and then try to make a killing off of it. Did you hear that story? Anyway, so I don't have any hand sanitizer other than my mist, and I don't know how long I got to stretch that out, but I do got a lot of tequila, so that's nice. That's nice. Let's get this started, shall we? I hope you guys are doing well, and we're going to stay strong and healthy together. I'm tossing that block. I don't know what the hell that's for, but I'll explain the Lego. I got to switch microphones and cameras. Let's get this going. You may not be watching this live. That's cool. You'll watch it later. I get it. Ba-da-da-da-da. Here we go, guys. All right, so I got my coffee. I got my Lego. Let's come over here. All right, here's the mat, my favorite mat. And every time I'm like in crouching cat, which is downward dogish, I get to look at Audrey's eyes. That's wonderful. So have you ever stepped on one of these? So here's what I want you to do. Place it on the ground, and then place your left foot in front of the Lego. Don't smash your foot into that. That wasn't the point. And then take your left thigh up into the air. We go through this warm-up before we practice every day. It's quite a bit different than what you might be used to. We're really focused on activating stabilizers and starting to tune the vestibular system that gives us balance. So we're going to pull the foot back and reach around. Grab your left foot with your right hand. Slowly bend your right knee. Hinge forward and place your left palm on your right knee. Then lift your left knee. Fire the right bicep. That means pull that heel to the tailbone. And then slowly release. We're going to bring the left leg in front of us. And in case you're wondering, yeah, I have jeans on. I'm doing a stretchy test for these jeans I bought at Target. I spare no expense. And I was like, these are super stretchy. I wonder if I could do yoga in these. Well, we'll find out. Now step your left foot back. Turn your palms. Bow forward, bend your right knee. Like I said, this is going to be the same every time you practice with me. Push back, reach forward, connect the tips of your thumbs over the crown of your head, and then push forward. Your right knee bends, left leg straightens, hands reach back, and we push back. Right leg straightens, left knee bends, left heel high, the fingertips connect. I'm trying to get my thumbs to connect right over the crown of my head. Reach back, push forward. We're going to do that one more time. So, you know, let's not talk out of turn, but if you've ever had a sobriety test, you know, they'll tell you to touch your nose, right? Which is not too hard if you're sober. Rise up and step your feet together, okay? We're still avoiding that Lego block. I'll get to that. Now connect your palms, take a deep breath in, and exhale to your right. So when you're taking a sobriety test and the officer come back up, asks you to touch your nose with your eyes closed, your hand is reaching for an object that's not moving. Come back to center, and we're going to do that one more time. But when you can't see two things that are moving and trying to bring them together, that's part of how we help tune that proprioceptive awareness, where your body is in space. Lean into your left foot, lift your right heel, and maybe lift your right foot entirely. Come back to center. And let's just do a quick chicken wing because we're going to try to bind today. That means the back of your hand to your hip. And I'm going to hold my elbow. And if it's hard to reach yours, if you don't have this kind of range of motion in your shoulder, you're still a good person. You can grab the forearm, the tricep. Well, what you're trying to do is just put your arm in a chicken wing and then resist the pull of your right arm by trying to press the back of your hand against your left hip. And release. Now, we're going to get to that Lego. I'm going to stop talking about it because now people are like, dude, what is the deal with the Lego? Okay, slide your right foot back, flip your toes over. Press down into the top of your foot. See, if I wasn't live trying to teach a yoga class, I'd stop and grab my coffee. I'm going to admit it right now. I would just be like, yeah, I'll get to it all. I'll just get to it all. Lift your right thigh into the air. Pull your groin back. Lift your heart up. If we go to the side camera, you can see I'm trying to hold my leg up without leaning back. It's the action of trying to lift your leg and put your foot on a table. Point your toes down. You can practice lifting that left heel if you want to. Lower the left heel, lower the right knee, and reach back. Remember, we're trying to gain motor control. That means we're trying to learn to strengthen the hamstrings, the posterior, so that we could grab the foot without having to use momentum and kick slap. Slowly hinge forward and place right palm on left knee. And then pull, see my left arm on that side camera. Pull the heel to the tailbone. Use the bicep, it's a very underutilized muscle in yoga. Lift your right knee up, push your left knee into your right palm, and rise back up. Grab your shin. Whoa. This is where I feel the jeans are not stretchy enough, but I'm impressed so far. Way to go, Target. And then step back. Now remember, we're trying to be off this back heel. Am I still on the side camera? We're trying to be off that back heel, so we want all 10 toes to point forward. And yeah, this will be good to be able to see this from the side camera. So notice that when I bow, my arms and spine is relatively parallel to the ground, and my left leg is bent, right leg is straight, and then I push back. And here's that proprioceptive awareness I was talking about. I can see the shadow on the floor, but it actually will throw me off. Reach back, push forward, and then push back, reach forward. You're trying to keep your arms out of your peripheral vision so you can't see them as they move. Reach back, push forward, and then push back, reach forward. Connect the tips of your thumbs. Right heel is high, right knee is bent, left leg is straight. I'm trying to flatten my back. And then I push off the ball of the back foot, rise, step, and connect the palms. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale to the left. Pressure in your hands as you lean. Inhale back up. Exhale. Hold it here. Lean to your right foot. Lift your left heel. Maybe lift your left foot off the floor. Keep diving left and release. Right hand on the low back, and we're going to capture the arm. You can always place your hand on your shoulder if it's hard to get the elbow right away, and you can walk it down like a spider to the elbow. Push into the back of your hand. I'm going to turn around so you can see that I'm actively trying to pull my right elbow towards you, towards your field of vision there. In other words, you're pressing the back of the hand onto your back and trying to pull your elbow back. And your left arm creates the resistance for that right arm. And then release. All right. Now, squat down and reach forward. Rise up. Squat down. You may not get down to here. You may not get down to here. It doesn't matter. Don't sit so low that you have to lift your heels. Not yet. Rise back up. One more time. Squat down. Flip your palms. Lift your heels slowly. Lift your hands. Press into the tips of your big toes. And slowly rise up. Whoa! See that? That's what happens when we're not firing those outer calf muscles. So let's try that again. Lift the heels up. Push down into the tips of your big toes. Slowly bend your knees. And don't sit all the way down. And rise back up. Plant the heels. Hands on the outside of the knees. Try to push your knees together. Try to push your hands apart. And then elbows wedge inside the knees. Let's go to that camera so you can see back is nice and flat here. And I'm trying to squeeze elbows in and push knees apart. And then release. Now, this Lego. Come back up and I want you to place it underneath your left heel. It's even sharper if you flip it so that the studs are down, if you know what I'm talking about. And then you keep that heel just above the Lego. And then you lift your other heel. And you're like, what are we doing? We're going to try to lift the right foot, and I can't plant my left heel. Otherwise, I'm going to step onto a Lego block. And we all know that's more painful than anything on earth. I know what you're going to say. It's painful as childbirth. It's not my fault I never get to experience childbirth, because that would be pretty cool. Grow a life in your body. Women. Now we're going to try to lift left foot, and the Lego's under my right heel. And then you either fall out or, so that's I used to do this trick with students. I would literally use a thumbtack and place it under their heel. But the idea, guys, I'm going to turn this way. The idea is that you stand on one leg and work on lifting the heel without planting it. That means you fall out. Because if you can always plant your heel and try again, right? That's a good first step, right? But eventually we have to diminish our reliability on falling back, right? There's that old saying, fall back into safety, go forward into progress, right? All right, now we're at the top of the mat, and I want you to just reach up, and if you're looking in a mirror, just try to connect the tips of your thumbs over your head. And you might miss, right? We were talking about that. As far as proprioception, we're trying to find two things that are moving in space and bring them together. That's a really difficult idea. Slowly hinge forward. It's getting super hot in here. I gotta lose this hat. Step your left foot back. Press your heart forward. Step your right foot back into down dog or crouching cat. And if you're doing down dog, fine. I don't teach down dog at my studio. I don't teach up dog either. And that's a lot to unpack as to why. But we want to train the spine and the trunk muscles to do a variety of things besides what it typically does. Step your left foot forward. And then just pull your chest towards the top of your mat. And then step your right foot forward. Lift halfway up, palms on your knees. And as you exhale, instead of grabbing your ankles and pulling down, looking behind you, bend your knees, touch the floor, and stick out your butt. And then rise up, breathe in. Connect the tips of your thumbs without looking at them. Boom. Exhale, fold forward. Let's go ahead and step both feet back into crouching cat. Bend your knees. And we're about to start the evolution salutation, which is something we do at the start of every stronger class. It's a pretty thorough pattern of movement, which really emphasizes twisting. That's why it's called evolution, for circles. All right, let's try to tear that mat in half. As you inhale, lift your heels. As you exhale, press them down. Inhale, lower the knees. Hips back, push into the palms. Spring to a plank, chest to the floor, push and press. It's like, whoa, that was a lot. It's going to be this way. Every single class, if we start to create uniform patterns and you start to learn them, then you're not always having to relearn a bunch of different things. If we can be thorough in our movement patterns and efficient, that's a better way to spend our time. So, let's go through this again, and we'll go long side. Press your heart towards your feet, knees are slightly bent. Lift your heels, breathe in. Lower your heels, breathe out. Lower your knees, breathe in. Hips back, push into the palms firmly. You should feel your armpits lifting away from the floor here. Spring to a plank, chest touches the mat. Go all the way down. There's no chaturanga here. We're not gonna stop, we're not gonna up dog. We're gonna touch our chest to the floor, push and press, bend the knees. One more time, guys. Lift your heels, breathe in. Press them down, breathe out. Lower the knees, inhale. Hips back, push down hard into the hands. Spring to a plank, chest to the floor, push and press. Now Volution. Lift your right leg up, step forward. Inhale your chest forward. Exhale, push back. Fingers can slide back. Both legs can be straight. This would be the least we would hope you could do. And you could also lift the left heel, bend the left knee, place the palm on it. You can also reach back with the right hand. And we call this bowling. Roll forward, roll the bowling ball, twist to the right. Pivot to your left 90 degrees, place your left hand on the side of your head and twist to your left. Reach down, turn back to the front of your mat. Reach both hands up, back heel high, elbows pull down, turn to the right. Reach up, face the front, plant the hands, step back, and do at least one push-up. Maybe you do a couple. Press back into crouching cat, lift the left leg up, step forward, breathe in, push forward, push back, slide the hands back, maybe bend the right knee, lift the right heel, palm to knee, maybe left hand reaches back with a bowling ball, left leg straightens, heart lifts, and then plant the right hand, roll the bowling ball with your left arm, sweep it up, and turn to the right. Right hand to the side of the head, twist to the right, reach down, turn back to the top of the mat, reach both hands up, pull your elbows down, the forearms back, tighten the belly, turn to your left, reach up, face forward, plant the hands. Step back and do at least one push-up. Press back into crouching cat. Now, let's see what's going on. Right leg lifts, step forward, inhale forward. Exhale, push back. Inhale, come forward, twist to the right. Exhale, turn to the left. Left hand to the side of the head, twist to the left. Reach down, turn back to the right. Rise up, lift both hands, lift the back heel, elbows down, forearms back, turn to the right. Reach up, face forward. Plant your hands, do a push-up. Press back, crouching cat, left leg lifts. Step forward, chest to the shirt. Push your butt against your pants. Come forward, roll the bowling ball, turn left. Exhale to the right. Right hand to the side of the head, twist, keep your elbow close to your nose. Turn back to the top. Reach both hands up. Elbows down, twist to your left. Face forward, reach up. Place the hands on the floor. Step back, do a push-up, maybe a couple bonus ones. Crouching cat, when you're done, right leg lifts. Step forward. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, push back. Inhale, come forward and twist right. Exhale, turn left. Left hand to the side of the head, twist left. Exhale, turn back to the right. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, cactus twist right. Reach up, face forward. Plant the hands. Step back, do a push-up, at least one. Press back. Left leg lifts. Step forward. Inhale, chest forward. Exhale, push back. Inhale, come forward, roll the ball, twist left. Exhale, turn right. Right hand to the side of the head, twist right. Exhale, turn feet left. Inhale, rise up. Cactus twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale. Do some push-ups. Remember, you can always do those with your knees down, right? But we want chest all the way to the floor. We want to get that range of motion in the shoulders, okay? Now go ahead and sit to your heels. Lay your palms on your thighs. Close your eyes, because now I am going to sneak some coffee. So delicious, so creamy, And the coffee ain't bad either. Because that's my yoga. It's smooth and creamy and warm. What the fuck is he talking about? Okay. Now, you probably need to get your breath. I need to get mine. You're like, how can you be out of breath, yoga teacher? Well, it's hard when you got to talk and move a lot. Step the right foot forward. I'm not going to use that excuse anymore. I think I said that yesterday, and I'm starting to repeat myself. All right, we're in a knight's pose. Curl your left toes under. Lift your left knee. Straighten that back leg. Lift the heel. Reach up. You can look up, but you don't have to drop your head back. So a good rule of thumb is like if you pull your chin away from your chest and you would start to sound really weird if you were talking, that's probably too much. Deep breath. Now we are going to go a little bit deeper into extension here. I want you to join your palms. And if I'm not on side camera now, I am. Join your palms, and I want you to take your thumb knuckles and place them right on the crown of your head. So you're creating with your hands a nice mohawk. Make sure you got weight in your right heel without lifting your right toes. Hold your mat down with your right foot. Lift the left heel. And then draw armpits away from the ceiling and push crown of the head into the thumbs. And then slowly come forward. Hands to the sternum. Twist to the right. But I want you to avoid, if you can, placing your elbow on your knee so that you're forcing your trunk to rotate with trunk rotation muscles instead of using the leverage to turn you by pressing elbow down into knee. Take one more deep breath and untwist. You can grab your block if you have it. And see, did you catch that? I said at the start, you're going to need a yoga block. I don't have a yoga block now because I tossed it. You can always use your shin. I always, when I'm in pyramid pose, I like to lift the back heel and bend the back knee because I'm always working on my stabilizing muscles, the ones that give us balance and poise and grace. It increases range of motion in your foot. It lets your left toes splay, which they rarely get to do, confined to a shoe. Release. Plant your hands, step back, and chest to the floor. Slide the hands forward. And today, let's just go pancake hands. That's palms flat. And push down. Notice your head is not forehead to the floor, chin to chest. I'm not trying to look at the ceiling in front of me, but I am trying to make sure I can see my thumbs at least. Push into palms, push into knees. Lift the left palm and right leg. Push down into left knee, right palm. Point the right toes. And don't drop your limbs. Lower them like an elevator. Slide your hands back and push. Press, bend the knees. Left leg lifts. Step to the thumbs. Turn to the right. Move around. Sliding hips side to side. Keep your head down, looking down at the floor, not looking forward at your screen. Just keep looking down and moving side to side. Rise up. Turn your right foot out 90 degrees. You don't need a protractor. Just point your foot out. Lunge into your right knee. Reach your hands away from your heart. Warrior two. So let's see, I already talked about how I messed up my daughter's hat, and then I sweated in it. That's foul. We have to hold this pose this long anyway, so we might as well just chat, all right? But let's see, right before we went live, I was literally in the bathtub taking a luxurious Epsom salt bath on a Monday morning. And you're like, I can't do that. And my answer is, why not? Maybe you have to get up earlier to take an Epsom salt bath and just chill out and listen to Alanis Morissette. Hashtag don't sleep on Alanis Morissette. Straighten your right leg. Come into a triangle. Now, when I'm practicing, I typically go through a lot of the same series of poses in sort of my first half of movement because they're just rock solid. I revere the teachers that gave us this amazing practice. Pull the chest forward. You don't have to touch the floor. And sometimes it's even better if you don't, because now I have to really tighten this side to keep my right hand floated, right? For more, reach right hand forward. For more than that, reach left hand forward. For less, you can reach down. You can place the hand on the shin. And then release. Come up into reverse warrior. Reach the right hand to the sky. Left hand on your low back. And slowly lower left shoulder. Take a deep breath. And cartwheel your hands to your right foot. Step back. And lower your chest to the floor. Now, I want you to take your right hand and reach to the right. Look to the right and make sure your thumb aligns with your nose, and that when you reach to the right, your hand didn't go back here towards your hip or your foot, okay? And then, resting your head, roll to your right, rolling into that right shoulder. Notice how straight my legs are. I'm engaging the quads to push through the heels and trying to touch heels to the floor and point the toes up at the ceiling, even if it's not directly above me. And then last, we create resistance to create more activity in the muscles we're trying to lengthen and put under tension. And that's me trying to press into my right palm and lift my right elbow. And then release. Push. Press, bend the knees. Audrey, you're so beautiful. Get yourself a big Raven yoga mat, guys, and I was not paid to say that. Lift your left leg, step forward, right knee down into your Knight's pose. Now we're going to start the other side. And I'm going to, oh crap, I'm not supposed to touch my face. Well, how are you supposed to do yoga then? I could put the hat back on, then my daughter's going to be extra grossed out. I have to wash it before she gets home. Okay. I always wonder what people are doing, if they're really practicing at home or if they're just watching me being weird. And if they are practicing at home, or you're like, what are you doing, dude? Would you get on with it? I don't know. I got a lot of thoughts. That's why I do yoga. Lean forward. Lift your right leg up. Lift your hands. Right heel high, right leg is straight. Look up, but don't drop your head back. Your voice should sound normal, okay? You're not trying to put the back of your head on your back. You're just trying to really lift your heart. And even though I'm reaching for the ceiling, my armpits are just gently drawing away from the ceiling. And it feels like I'm holding a ball in my palms and squeezing it. So we're trying to create more tone, awaken more muscle, create more energy in the body. We don't just expend it, we create it. Take your thumbs, place them on your head, create that cool little mohawk with your palms. And then use the center of your back to lift your heart up. And then slowly come forward. Remember, keep weight in your left heel. If it feels like we're trying to slide our mat forward here, if this heel lifts, this foot gets really wonky, it gets unstable. So we want that heel down, big toe down. Lean forward, tips of the thumbs on the sternum. And we're gonna twist. Again, keeping the elbow floating above the knee, not dropping down to it. Teaching ourselves to rotate with the muscles that rotate us. You can bend your back knee. Again, it helps you create range of motion in your big toe joint. Our feet are confined to shoes, usually ill-fitting and poorly designed for fashion instead of function. Untwist, and then stack your hands on your shin if you don't have that yoga block. And press your chest forward. So if we give our feet an opportunity to splay, the toes I mean, and for more range of motion in the big toe joint, stretching the bottom of the foot, strengthening the bottom part of the calf, we're going to have better stability. We're less likely to roll an ankle. We're more graceful. See, yoga is just us practicing. Plant your hands, step back, and lower your chest. This is us practicing being under stress. Well, why should you practice it? Well, to get good at it. We're getting far too comfortable, and then the universe will always find a way to make it uncomfortable, right? Push into knees, push into palms. Lift right hand. When you feel that pressure double in your right knee, lift your left leg. Point the big toe. Keep your eyes up looking at your thumbs. Keep pressing down. You don't have to lift higher, but you can. Just focus on pushing down and keeping your groin and your hip bones off the floor. Lower your limbs. Slide your hands under. Pull your belly tight. I try to slide my hands under my chest when pushing, trying to recruit just every fiber of chest muscle that I can to help give me a better push. Crouching cat, guys. Step your right foot forward and turn to the side. Slide your butt from side to side. Bend your knees. And you can keep just working lower. Imagine trying to polish a park bench. If you can go even lower, imagine trying to polish like the sidewalk. If your feet were on the street, get low, keep your head down, and plug your ears. And then come up. Yeah. Mandatory coffee break. My left foot turns out. I'm coming into a warrior two. On the left side, reach your hands away from your heart. Really appreciate this time we get to spend together. And even though there's no one in this room, somebody might be watching this, which means in theory, I'm talking to someone. And if the cameras are off and I'm just walking around the house, I'm talking to like my daughter's stuffed animals. You know, when you work from home, you can have it nice and quiet. That's the way I like it. But I gotta say, I want to go back and finish a story of me in the bath, because I did have a reason for starting that. Straighten your left leg, come into a triangle. As I was listening to Alanis Morissette, and man, you ever listen to something or watch a movie and you're like, man, this didn't age well? Well, Alanis Morissette fucking ages really well. Pull your right hip towards your right armpit. Keep the left knee unlocked. Breathe through your nose. Everything's fine. Everything's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine, fine, fine. I've got one hand reaching for the ceiling, and the other one is reaching for the floor. Actually, what I really wanted to tell you was, come back up, and go back and listen to Precious Illusions. Place your right hand on your lumbar, reach your left hand for the sky, and lower your right shoulder. Go back and listen to Precious Illusions. Man, these precious illusions in my head did not let me down when I was defenseless, and parting with them is like parting with a childhood friend. These precious illusions. We have a precious illusion of safety. Cartwheel your hands to your left foot. Step back. That's what illusion is. It's Maya. That's what we talk about in yoga, the illusion. Crouching cat. Try to tear that mat in half. Step your right foot forward. Wait a minute. Step back. Lie down on your belly. You know, the one thing that I'm really concerned about is teaching live classes and just letting them stay up is that, like, a year from now, somebody's going to be watching this video and go like, dude, you forgot the shoulder roll on the left side. Press through the heels, point your toes up, press into the left palm. I don't have Nick here. Nick always corrects me. Dude, you forgot the twist. Release. Now, grab your mat. Push and press. Right leg lifts. Let's try that again. Step forward. Lower the left knee down. Nice pose. So, definitely got stretchy jeans. For some reason, I don't have a stretchy shirt today. Whew. All right. Now, we're going to do that really tough twist that I've been doing in some of these videos this week. Thumbs touch the sternum. Lean over the right leg. Lift the left knee an inch and twist. And then even try to push yourself back a little bit. We're really getting after those feet. I know this is a huge demand on your legs, your glutes, your back, your core. But strengthen your feet. Now we're going to push forward. Reach forward. Lift your back leg up. And then touch your fingertips to the tips of your toes and bend your left knee. And pull your left knee in. Point your left big toe out slightly. Press your chest to that top of the mat in front of your right toes. Extend the leg out straight. Begin to reach the palms forward. Lift your arms out of your peripheral vision. Rise up. And all the way up. Step left foot next to the right. Now cross right ankle over left thigh. Stick out your butt. Left palm to right inner knee. Don't push your knee down with your hand. Push your hand to the left with your knee and point your big toe. Slide your right thumb over your ear, half skull hold. And without moving your elbow away from your nose, turn to your right. And as you turn to the right, keep pressing right knee into left palm. And release. Plant your right foot. Slide your left foot back. Lower your left knee down. Toe heel your right foot right till toes spill off the mat. Slide your spiders out. That's your hands on fingertips. Turn the right toes out and bow. Push your butt back. And release. Plant your hands. Step your right foot back. And we're going to turn to the right. So, turn the heels left. And get on both feet. You're going to have to bend your knees. So, let's not do a side plank. We want to inform the body more about rotation and using this power on the side body to our full potential. So slowly pull right knee to chest, extend through the right big toe, reach with the right hand, maybe even lift the left heel. Release, crouching cat. Slide right shin to the wrists, pigeon, bend the left knee and grab the foot. Press the heel to the tailbone. There's a nice stretch for that left leg. You can even pull your heel towards your right glute and towards your spine and just move around and release. Back into crouching cat. Step your left foot forward. Turn to the right and slide your butt side to side and rise up when you're ready. Man, this is intense today. I don't know what I was thinking. All right. Tilt the pelvis into triangle. Place your spider in front of your right foot. Lift your left leg into half moon. You can take your right hand off the floor. You can place the back of your hand to your inner calf. You can reach forward. You can reach up. Nice little windmill. Or reach left hand over. And then slowly bring it back down. We're going to go left knee down. And actually, we're going to have to switch legs. Step right foot back into crouching cat. Step left foot forward, lower the knee. Okay. Now we're back in nice pose, and we're about to do that tough little twist. Which I'm still on the side camera. Okay. This is why Iggy is right there, to inspire me when I need it the most. Nobody rocks like Iggy. Now, lift your right knee, but keep the right knee bent and twist. The heel as high as you can get it. Now, this might be hard, and you might have to straighten that leg more. This is something we're all going to try to work towards, okay, is being able to rotate without leverage, hold stability, and keep knees bent, and create much more dynamism and power in the muscles in the joints. Untwist. Fingertips to the toes. Lift the right leg up. And bend the right knee and hold it to the midline. Point the big toe out. That's also going to help. Touching the foot with the fingertips, armpits are trying to lift away from the foot. Now slowly straighten the right leg. Lift the arms until you can't see them. Deep breath. And release. That was so difficult. I had a complete brain melt. Step back.
And I think we're at a side plank. I know it's gonna happen. There's gonna be 50 comments 5 years from now. Dude, you forgot that pose. Well, I definitely bit off more than I could chew. And I'm not gonna say, whether or not some of that tequila just ended up in my coffee cup. Press your heart back towards your feet. And now we're slowly gonna turn the heels to the right. Notice, I'm trying to keep my fingers on the floor as long as I can. I'm trying to get my feet set up. And then, notice my shoulder is not anywhere near over my wrist. So push back, bend those knees. Trust me, if you get those feet flat, you're gonna feel stable. Reach, lift the left knee to the chest, and begin to extend through the big toe. Reach with the hand. Lift the right heel. And release. Crouching cat. Press back. Slide left shin forward. Reach back with left hand for right foot. Need to stretch that outside of the right hip again. Just move that right foot around with the left hand. Holy cow. Restorative yoga tomorrow. Join me for that. Release. Push back into crouching cat. Step your right foot forward. Turn to your left. Don't touch your face. Rise up. Turn your left foot out. How did we get into half moon? I don't even remember. Okay. Yeah. There's like 8 million yoga videos on YouTube, and everything's perfectly edited. This is all live. All the mistakes are real. And we're going to, yeah, that's what I did. When you're all making this up on the fly, sort of, I have a plan. You do? See, I am talking to myself like I'm talking to myself. Plant your left spider. Lift your right leg up. Hand on the hip, hand on the floor, maybe hand on a block on the floor. You can take palm, outer palm, the back of your hand, outer palm, to your calf. You can reach forward. You can reach up. You can reach over. Got to keep breathing. Release. Step back. And let's turn. Side to side. And let's start to wind this bad boy down. That was some intense work today, man. If you stuck with me through that, God bless you. All right, next time we go to the right heel. Keep going. Left spider on the floor. Right hand to the side of the head. Lower left shoulder towards left thigh. Pull right armpit back. Release. And then turn. And pivot to the left heel. Right spider on the floor. Left hand side of the head. Push into the right heel as you lower right shoulder towards right thigh. You're trying to drag yourself forward with your right hand on the floor and draw your left armpit back. Release. Turn to the top of your mat. And I know I forgot this one. Slide your spiders out. turn your left foot out and bow, push your butt back. Release. Now, step left foot back. Walk your knees towards the top of your mat. Take a seat on the center. And extend your right leg out straight. Foot against the inner thigh. Left hand on the knee. Right hand on the foot. Lean to the right. Lean to your left. And then twist the chest to the left. Don't try to look at the ceiling. Don't try to guide trunk rotation with your chin and your neck. Drive through the heel, pull at the right shoulder, and then relax the head. Your ear might brush your shoulder, but try not to lift your shoulder to give a place for your ear to rest. You can lean to that left knee as much as you want, but keep twisting, keep pushing, keep pulling, and release. Seated twist, plant your right foot, capture your knee with the inside of your elbow. I'm going to use my hand since I got my phone duct taped to my arm. Lift your heart, pull your belly in tight, because that's what you do, right? You duct tape your arm with a phone. Because do they make something for that? I could use that. Release. Switching sides. Left leg is straight. Right foot to the inner thigh. Grab your left foot. Hand on the right knee. Lean to the right. Till your left butt cheek's off the floor. And then slowly twist. Where I feel this may not be where you feel this. We're different genders, different ages, different life experiences, different injuries, different breakfast. Relax the neck. Push your right knee down with your right hand and turn your chest to the right. Drive through the heel, pull at the left shoulder. Move into tension. Move into resistance. Plant the foot, capture the knee, and place your spider on the floor behind you. Lift your heart, and as you turn to the left, pull your left knee towards the right ribs or armpit. Like I mentioned at the start of class, use every opportunity to fire your biceps. When they have an opportunity to pull, use them. Release. Now you can lie back in Shavasana, or you can fold your legs in Sukhasana, slide a pillow or a block underneath your butt if you wish. And if you're so inclined, close your eyes. I'm going to step forward over here. And you can see, man, I was sweating. But we're too comfortable, right? That's one of our precious illusions, is comfort and safety. And this is why right now seems really scary, is that our world, everything that we've experienced up till now, could abruptly shift. Can you imagine? Could you imagine that one day we might all be confined to our houses for 2 weeks and can't go out on the street, and you're wondering, like, do I have enough food? Do I have enough toilet paper? Do I have enough medicine? How's my aunt Edna in Florida? It's a lot to worry about. And the uncertainty can be frightening. And this is why this is a great opportunity to really lean in to the practice of yoga, to make ourselves as healthy as possible and to reduce as much stress as we can, to keep ourselves strong and to keep ourselves centered,
keep ourselves aware of our body. And when you feel that itch in your throat or when you feel that headache coming on. And I'm not talking about coronavirus. I'm just talking about the awareness of literally how you feel. Because it's really strange that we inhabit our bodies our entire life. I'm 54, and we become strangers to the very thing we live in. So that's why yoga, in case anybody's wondering. So let's switch to a better microphone. And now I can still hear you. I hope you guys have a great Monday. Be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. or I'll see you whenever you watch this. I hope you guys have a great day.
I'm